Hi, Dave McIntosh here with another adventure for you, this time in Algonquin Park. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Algonquin Park is the biggest park in Ontario and loved by all. It is wild and free, and people travel there to get a taste of the wilderness and the way it might have been 100 years ago. Algonquin is close to the biggest city in Canada, only about 3 hours drive, and yet within minutes of arriving there, you get the feeling of being unplugged from the busyness of life and connected with nature. It doesn't matter which direction you travel there from, the east or west. Most travelers make their first visit to Algonquin along Highway 60. Because of where I live, I most often have traveled into the park from the west side, traveling from Huntsville along Highway 60. Huntsville is a great little town that you will want to stop at first before going into the park, though for us it usually is only for a night, as I'm anxious to get into the park, but I do love to spend some time there on my way home. It is about an hour's drive to get to the park from Huntsville along Highway 60, and you can travel right through the park this way, but a stop at the park gate for a pass is a must if you want to enjoy the park's activities. There are a number of ways to enjoy the park, depending on the time of year. I enjoy the summer, so canoeing, camping, hiking, and biking are the major ways. I have been going there for the last 60 plus years, and canoeing and camping in the interior has been the main way for me. Not far into the park are the Canoe and Smoke Lake entry spots, and the Canoe Lake entry is the place most people go when visiting the park for the first time. There is a store here where you can rent a canoe for an hour or as long as you would like, along with all the gear you will need for the adventure you want to go on, backpacks, food, etc. There is also a restaurant where you can get refreshed after your trip. It is always a hub of activity. People from all over the world come here to experience the Canadian wilderness, though most just scratch the surface. From Canoe Lake, you can travel north, paddling and portaging from lake to lake. My wife and I have spent a week more than once in the interior, traveling from lake to a new campsite on a new lake every day. It is amazing how refreshing it is to unplug from the world for a week. Be aware though, to make a trip like this, you need to make an agenda and book it with the park before your trip. In another video, I will take you on one of our trips. Right across the highway is Smoke Lake, another entry port. From here you can travel south, making a similar type of trip into the interior. Smoke Lake is a fairly big lake, so it can get rough if there's a wind. More seasoned travelers go this way. You will notice motorboats on these lakes, but the size of the motors are limited, and there are only cottages and motorboats allowed on the bigger lakes right next to the highway. As you travel along 60, you may see some wildlife as they move around the area, wild and free, like moose or deer, and my favorite bird, the loon. When you see one, it is very exciting. Wow, there goes one now, right along the road. We wish it would happen every time we are there, but the reality is, more often than not, we don't get a chance to see a moose. You will also see signs for different hiking trails where people can walk or bike and enjoy the landscape. Some of the trails we have tried out are the Hardwood Lookout Trail, Mizzy Lake Trail, Peck Lake Trail, which I found good, and Spruce Bog Boardwalk. We will visit them in other videos as well. There are also a good number of campgrounds for tents and trailers of all sizes for those interested in a little easier type of camping. We have enjoyed Lake of Two Rivers and Rock Lake campgrounds. You will want to book early in the spring in order to get a campsite. Other things to enjoy are the Algonquin Arts Center and the Algonquin Visitors Center, where you can explore the history of Algonquin. Both are well worth the time to stop and enjoy. There are other entry points along 60 if you want to put your canoe in the water and take a trip for a few hours or days. Cache Lake, Lake of Two Rivers, Rock Lake, and Lake Opeongo, Algonquin's biggest lake, are just a few. I hope you enjoyed this video as we traveled through Algonquin on Highway 60. You check out some more of my videos, and I hope to see you there in Algonquin in the future.